Guys, so we meet here again to talk about I Am Cait show. Before we start, let's get a drink. Let's relax, sit back, take a sip, and let's talk about the I Am Cait show. I am Cait. I am confused. I actually snapped the time I was watching the show, and I took a picture of saying, like, I was like this in the picture. And I like captioned it, I am Cait and I am confused. And the reason why I did it was because the show, that episode was just so confusing. Not confusing, like I don't know what the hell's going on. It's just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. At the beginning, like, you know, Cait was going to go to Candace's Candace's house and just have a girls' night in, have an amazing slumber party, and just hang out with Candace. I love Candace. I think she's beautiful. I said it in my other video. I love her. She's my favorite. She's my favorite in the show. Caitlyn just looks very awkward. But like I said, she's got a new set of wings. She needs to fly. She needs to break out of her shell and do Caitlyn. Anyway, the thing that got me so confused and like, what are they talking about? Like, it makes no sense, was when they transitioned over to Kim and Cait. Now we got to the part with the drama. The drama of the show. And the big drama of the show is that Caitlyn bashed Kris Jenner, the mother of Kim, Khloe, and Kourtney, and Kylie, and Kendall, and Rob. That was a mouthful. And I did it without a breath. Like, Kim was explaining to her, like, you know, everything was cool, like, whatever. Like, Kim just has this air about her, like, she is the ringleader. She's the one that holds the family together. That she is the mouth of her mother. When Kim came to Caitlyn's house, she was telling her, I'm more happy for you. You get to do you. But don't bash my mother in Vanity Fair. I was like, I didn't get to read the article in Vanity Fair. I just saw the picture and I thought, Caitlyn is beautiful. Yes, she said something along the lines that Kris didn't let her be her. Like, she was making it difficult for her to be herself. There was problems. And it was just like, I knew there was more to it, but it was just not so serious. It wasn't that serious of what Caitlyn had wrote in Vanity Fair or said in the Vanity Fair interview. It really wasn't that serious. But knowing how Kris is overdramatic and Kim is overdramatic, the whole family is overdramatic. Like I said, I'm not saying that Kris shouldn't be hurt because she did spend X amount of years with Bruce as a man, and, dealing with, his struggle of wanting to be a woman, and she knew of his dark secret, and she had to keep that a dark secret and keep it in the closet and, come on camera and make sure everything's okay, but when the camera shut off, nothing is okay. I don't think Caitlyn was ruthless to Kris. She wasn't ruthless. She wasn't, what she said in the interview wasn't that bad. Like, what Kim was trying to say was like, you said this about mom, and I don't think that's right you said about mom. But what did she say that was so bad? She just said that Kris didn't, wasn't allowing her to be herself. Wasn't allowing her to be her. And it was just like a crutch for her. And she made it difficult. She made her feel like there was something wrong with her. And, and Kris has that air about her. Sometimes, like, like I said, I don't think Kris Jenner is a bad person. I'm not saying that. But I don't think Kris makes anybody's lives easy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she's a mom that, wants nothing but the best for her children. She's just a strict, I feel like she's like a very strict mom. She wants perfect stuff for her children. She wants nothing but the best for her children, but like what any mom would want. But she's just very controlling, and that's just how she is. She's a manager. That's, you know, how her lifestyle is. She likes to control, and she wasn't having it. So I don't think, you know, Caitlyn really bashed Chris in the Vanity Fair article. Maybe some of you feel she did, and, you know, she wasn't, you know, respecting Chris, you know, as a human being. But when I was watching the show, I'm like, really? That's what Kim and Chloe are going crazy over what Caitlyn said? And it wasn't that bad. Yeah, I'm not saying Chris shouldn't be upset and hurt from it, but it really wasn't that bad that they need to hate on Caitlyn. And another thing, Kim was like, you know, you got your time, you got the limelight, you got the fame, but don't bash us all the way up to your, you know, fame. Like, but she really isn't bashing her or any of the family. She's doing her. You know, TV wants to show you whatever they want to show you, and the media wants to show you, you know, the media wants to show you whatever they want you to see. You know, you may not see what's behind the scenes, but what we see as people, viewers, and fans of them, I really don't see Caitlyn bashing any of them. All she wants is her family. And it touched me because I remember in there I was like, oh, I wish, you know, you guys were here all the time. And she feels alone. She feels like, you know, she doesn't want to be a failure in her family's eyes. She just wants to be loved and accepted. And I feel like she hasn't gotten the acceptance from her family 100%. They are accepting and there for her for the support, but she doesn't feel, I feel like she doesn't feel that she's 100% accepted. But then we transitioned to her and Chloe, and they were just going at it, and there was just differences there, and how, you know, she feels like her mom is being disrespected, and, you know, Caitlyn is not very nice to Chris, and, you know, her mom was always there for her, you know, you don't have to bash my mother, and it was just, I felt nonsense. It was just crazy. It was mayhem. I'm like, what did she say so bad? She said nothing bad. She just said what she said, that Chris didn't let her be her, and, you know, made it difficult for her, and the struggles she went through, and she made her life difficult. And that's not that bad. Caitlyn Jenner was not ruthless to Kris Jenner at all. And I just don't really, after the whole thing with Chloe, I don't even know if there was an ending to the show. Like, I literally, to be honest with you, I shut it off because I was just so confused. I was just like, what is going on? I feel like they're just filling up time on this show, and they're just not creating anything, and it was just not an attention grabber. It was just, they just made it up. I feel like they just I'm not saying they made up the drama, but I just feel like they just, that they made up this drama that really wasn't drama. They're just over dramatic. So tonight airs another episode, and I think we're going to hear Chris's side, and Chris is going to be on the show, and, you know, she's going to talk to Chris and see what's up, and I guess we're going to learn more about the whole situation, how Chris really felt, you know, when she read the article. Because from the daughters, I'm getting it as too overdramatic, that it wasn't that serious, that they're just overdramatic, and it's just a bunch of nonsense, that they're just creating a fight that there's no fight to create. So tonight just airs another episode of I Am Cait, and we'll get to hear Kris Jenner's side story, and hopefully this show is going to, you know, take off, you know, and get more interesting. And at the beginning of the episode last week, I was like, oh, it's getting a little interesting, you know, Caitlyn's trying on dresses, and Candace is trying, you know, and it was just his vibe to it. But, and then after a while, it just got very boring, and it was just overdramatic and nonsense and craziness and whatnot. So hopefully this episode is going to be interesting. I would love to see how, you know, Kris is taking it, and, you know, her outlook on it, and yeah. and get this whole drama situated out so I get to understand it. Hopefully I don't snap during watching it and be like, I am Cait, I am confused. So I hope you guys are following this whole series of I Am Cait. Let me know down in the comment box. Let me know in the comments, you know, what you've been loving this series, what you've been hating, what you don't like about it, you know. Are you following? Are you not following? Are you just following my commentary? My whole I Am Cait series. But let me know down in the comment box what your thoughts are. And like always, thumbs up this video. Leave me a comment. I love reading all your comments. And follow me on Twitter at Dana Catalano, my Instagram at MetalBarbieXO, my Snapchat at Master of Dolls, and I got Periscope, so I live stream on a daily. So if you want to follow me on Periscope, my name is MetalBarbie. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to become one of my members in my army. I love you guys all, and remember, be strong, be different, and be creative. Bye, dolls.